Hello, this is Amber Darby. This video is for the Liberty University course on Western freedoms, and it is on the problems of size and scale of government. I will be specifically talking about the gradual fall of the British Empire. The British Empire gradually grew in both size and power during the 16th and 17th century, and by the mid 18th century it was able to establish itself as a large and powerful empire with colonies in areas such as Africa and the Americas. However, over time they lost their land and their power, and it was mainly because, although there was many factors involved, one of the main reasons was revolutions. The revolutions would have occurred either because, one, they were inspired, the people who were feeling oppressed were inspired by other revolutions and other acts of resistance, or two, the overall public decided to take a stand of resistance against their own without any other spark. One example is the American Revolution. Although the colonists were small compared to the empire, they were originally loyal to the mother country until Britain began to implement some laws after the French and Indian War without the consent of the government in the colonies. This would in turn spark the revolution and the people fighting for their freedoms. A second example is the French Revolution. Now, the French Revolution is unique because it gives an example of what a government should not do in terms of how to authorize the large population. Before the French Revolution, a large population of France was in desperate need of things just to survive in some cases. However, the monarchy and the aristocracy, they did not do much for the people, or they did not do much in which would please the overall public. And some could argue that what they did was for their own social status, their own reputations, or whatever they believed could benefit their own personal gains. Of course, some could argue that that was not the case, but others say otherwise. Well, this does not end well, as it results in the resistance, in the reign of terror, and the execution of the monarchy. Now, for the British colonies to be exact, during the time of the French Revolution, these colonists, or the people that were in these colonies, would get a spark of inspiration from the revolution, and some of them would attempt to follow suit and try to resist against the European colonists. Britain, however, was deathly afraid of what had happened with the French Revolution because the aristocrats were persecuted, the monarchy was executed, and the status and order of France was practically in flames. And so, as a result, Britain tightened down on their authority to avoid a similar catastrophe, and did whatever they could to silence any forms of resistance that was inspired by the French Revolution. And although they did succeed at first, many colonies began to resist over time, and gradually the empire just dwindled to what it is today. Thank you.